So some people might be wondering what the hell is happening on this channel, okay? And you're not alone. I mean, there are a lot of people out there that are probably wondering what the hell is happening, and it probably drives them away because they're like, "What is this insanity? I can't even comprehend what this guy is talking about. This is way too much for me. I can't listen to this guy because he's way too smart. He's saying stuff that I just, you know, I wasn't really trying to watch like some crash course on this or that. I was just trying to watch a person and enjoy myself. And I was trying to get a quick fix, I'm looking for laughs, man. I'm not looking for some kind of information injection. I don't need to know what's going on with the news and different people and different dramas and stuff. I just want you, Seth. I just want the guy that you've been this entire time and just deliver yourself to me and make me feel good. Make me feel good. Yes. Well, I'm here to shed a little light because you know what? I actually don't even know what the hell is going on in this channel. And I, in fact, kind of just am chilling. I'm taking it easy. I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do this for so long, you know, at some point when you're doing this, it's going to become a big deal, right? So, like, at first, it might be a big deal, I'm going to get comfortable on camera. I'm going to make this videos, might fail. Oh my God, so gritty. And then you get past that point, and you're like, okay, well, let's make more stuff. Let's make more stuff. Let's make more stuff. Okay, well, to make the really good stuff, you probably have to work really hard and do stuff every day, every waking hour, and really love what you're doing because you know what? You're trying to succeed. You're trying to make money. Don't look away. Don't have any excuses, just get in there and get your hands dirty, okay? And maybe if you do it for 15 years straight, maybe you'll get somewhere. Just saying. That's the way I think of it. That's the way I think of this situation here, okay? And I know that might sound crazy to you, but I'm thinking about the long term. I think long term, I'm thinking about like my future, like like am I gonna be able to put the kids through college through these videos right here? Who the hell thinks of that? You know? Well, I should probably be thinking of that, but if you're thinking about that at like 10 years old, wow. Like, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Like, some parents are such good parents that they're teaching you how to like change diapers when you're still in diapers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty incredible, but it's also kind of almost terrible at the same time. I almost think that the less you know, the better. You know what I mean? Because, like, the more I learned, the worse off it seems I was because it just seems like every time I learned more and more about the world, I just got more and more traumatized to the point of going completely insane, being overwhelmed, depressed, all of that typical stuff that you go through. But I pretty much got through all of that, and I'm pretty much okay now. But maybe I'm in a very low percentage of people that experience such heartache and pain and stuff because maybe the truth is so many people are evil and thus they can't experience real human emotion because they're just evil people. Like, I don't even want to know who the hell you really are. That's kind of where I'm at. But so basically what I like to do is I like to like it's a form of sarcasm basically. But basically I like to psychologically profile everyone and then build kind of like this big sculpture, if you will, this centerpiece, this core of my imagination, which I build up every single thing and every single person, and then I just kind of, you know what I mean? I just kind of mess it up. I just kind of do what I want with it. I just kind of like, you know, I'm not trying to disturb anybody. Like, I'm not just trying to disturb the zoo animals. I'm not saying anybody's a zoo animal. I'm just saying I'm not trying to disturb like endangered species. Like, if you're so special that a lot of people like you and appreciating you, that means you're probably like an endangered species. What I mean is you're so rare that people actually like you online, and a lot of people, you're kind of like a zoo animal. Okay, just think of it that way. Okay, you're kind of at the zoo. There's a bunch of these famous people in the cages, and that's the internet. Okay, you look at the screen, people in the cage. That's what it is. You're a very special animal that needs attention online because they're just so rare and special. And oh my gosh, would you look at this, right? Would you look at this? That's the way I kind of think of it. It's like, would you look at this? Well, why don't you look at this? Oh, well, look, the shine. You're shining, boy. You're shining. Look at all the people shining online. But anyways, that's what I like to do. Is I like to think a lot about different things, and then I like to sarcastically make a mess, make a mockery, and it's practically just that is just a full sarcasm extravaganza. Try not to hurt anybody, wound them too deep, but keep my cool. You know, I don't have to be a crazy person, because if you're a crazy person online, you have to be crazy in the right way. You know, that's the challenging part. You can be really crazy, but there's certain things that you probably shouldn't do. But then if you don't do those things, then you're probably not that crazy. And then people probably won't like you much. Like if you trespassed in every single way possible, and you're like, yeah, that guy's truly insane. People would probably think that's interesting because they want to know, like what the hell's going on? Is this guy actually insane? And so that's what happens to a lot of people online is they start to get popular because they do insane things that are terrible, and then people start to ask questions. They want to know. You know, but that's my challenge is not doing things like dishonest things, just all that kind of stuff, like stuff that isn't approved in society, and essentially get scorned by the moral fest you see online, the festering of morality, and sometimes I feel like that's what it's about is people want someone that's moral, and they say words and they socialize and they say, hey, I find your morality to be similar to mine. We're pretty good people, me and you. Wow, you feel like such a good spirit. I want to watch your channel. I don't want to bathe in your blood and point out all the things wrong with you and make you realize what a terrible person you are for all the wrong things you did because you didn't do anything wrong. Nope, me and you are friends. Yes, that's what people do. They want to find a good person online. I just contradicted myself because I said some people. Okay. Some people want to find insane people that do terrible things and get away with it because they're terrible and crazy and all of that stupid and weird and genetic mutation. Just think about like someone was born and they kind of just crawl out of a swamp. You know, and it's just like you don't know what's gonna come out of that swamp. That's the way I see human beings. Is like maybe you weren't born in such a beautiful way. You know what I mean? Like like someone that gives birth to the Antichrist or something, like you just let the devil into this world, and quite frankly, I think you did it on purpose. That's kind of the way I see it, because like people are always so like babies are so beautiful, and oh, congratulations, you're married, you're in love. Wow. Wow. And then you kind of run that back a little bit and you kind of think about that and you're just like, you know, some people birth the devil, right? So it's kind of questionable how that kid's gonna turn out. You can never really know, you know. I would say probably about like 99% of kids are probably pretty decent, but it's always that 1% that kind of gets you, especially when you see them online and they get really popular and they think there's some famous, amazing person for being such a sociopath, but maybe people just came to laugh and make fun of you and deceive you because they know what a terrible person you really are. Did you ever think about that? Maybe that's all it really is, you know? People just want to mess with you because they know who you really are. And maybe they're the same way, but you know, and they start accumulating, they swarm you and 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 that's what people want. Like you want to be a beehive on here. You want people to just get the honey. Ah, get the honey. Got it. Queen bee, queen bee, queen bee. Right? Isn't that what we're here to accomplish? The title of queen bee. Queen bee. Maybe. Maybe. But don't blame me. I'm just a guy who, whenever I make a video, sometimes I'm talking to someone in the video, or I'm saying, I'm referring to you sometimes, and sometimes I'm talking about the viewer. But honestly, some people might see that as off-putting because I'm trying to stereotype you and cold read you. But I'm sure you're way more interesting than that. I bet you, yeah, my sarcastic criticisms and stereotypical psychological profiling probably has no effect on anyone. Actually, I'm probably a bad person for living life like that. But, it's kind of a sport, you know, to point out all of the wrong things with people. That's kind of like a hobby, isn't it? Like, just look at all the perfectionists around you and tell me that that is not a thing that people do and people really like to do and people love to do that. Like, there's a lot of people that just want to see what's wrong with everything. They're so interested in all the terrible things about everyone and everything and anything. So, yeah. So, like, for me to come on here and be close to perfect, I should probably suffer some more or something for people if that's what they want. I'm out of here. I've done like a million of these. I'm gone.